For the digestive processes, we need to understand that digestion is a mix of different processes, and these processes are happening at different places. They can be happening at different times or same place and same time. These processes, we can categorize them in 6 major steps. We have, for example, propulsion. This is simply like pushing the food through the canal. It happens at the mouth, it happens at the esophagus, the stomach, the intestines, the small and large, and even to the rectum. And for propulsion, we have the swallowing, which is of course happening at the mouth, and then the peristalsis. This is the movement of these organs, the GI organs, which will again keep the food being pushed forward. This is having the esophagus, stomach, small and large intestine. We have chemical digestion. And this chemical digestion, it can happen in the mouth, it can happen in the stomach, it can happen in the small intestine. We have mechanical digestion. This mechanical digestion, it's happening in the mouth, it's happening in the stomach, it's happening in the small intestine. We have absorption, mainly happening in the small intestine. Part of it also would happen in the large intestine. So these different processes, again, they can happen at different places, or they can happen at the same place, they can happen at different times, or they can happen at the same time. Now, for the ingestion, this is the entry of the food to the alimentary canal. Usually this is happening at the mouth. Then we will have the propulsion. And for the propulsion, the main thing is the peristalsis. And for the peristalsis, this is happening because there is a contractions on the muscles that would keep the food pushed toward down or forward. Like this is the main thing happening, for example, in the esophagus from the mouth to the stomach. This is the main mechanism that pushes the food through the esophagus. This would create like a wave in the GI tract. Then we mentioned briefly the mechanical digestion, simply breaking that large pieces of food into smaller pieces. This happens in the mouth, and this happens also in the stomach, and part of it is still happening in the small intestine. Now, a form of this mechanical digestion is called segmentation, and this is the result of the contractions of the circular muscles. With segmentation, which we are going to see it later, what's going to happen that bulk of food is going to be broken into smaller pieces, and these smaller pieces will get mixed with other smaller pieces and then break down and so on. So this is segmentation. Then we have the absorption, absorbing the nutrient, most of the time the end product from the small intestine, and the waste will be sent out of the body through the defecation in forms of feces from the anus. So I will stop here. The following video will go through the organs of the digestive system.